So this week I'm going to explain how you can create content that converts. Okay. Now the first thing you need to do is that you need to show clarity. In almost all my content, I'm talking about clarity. And this is why I talk about clarity is that you can't expect people to take action when they don't understand what you are doing. Clarity is the first thing. Do you understand me? Clarity helps them to understand the concept of what you are doing, to understand the reason of what you are doing, to understand what you are trying to offer to them. Do you understand? If they don't understand that, they will be confused, and once they are confused, they will not take action. Okay? So that's why I always input clarity. Clarity is very, very important. Okay, so you need to be extremely clear about why they should care about your content. Do you understand me? You need to be clear about that. You need to explain to them why your content is important, why they should consume your content. Okay, you can put that in your hook. Okay, you can also always put that in your hook, why they should care about your content, why your content is important, why your video is important. Okay, why your offer is important. You need to be extremely clear about that. If you're not clear about that, people will be confused. They will not understand what you're trying to do, and once they don't understand that, they will just scroll. Okay, so the next thing is you need to show confidence. Okay, by showing confidence, you can show this confidence by demonstrating your expertise. Okay, you can demonstrate by expertise by explaining things that seem complex to them, things that they don't really understand, concept they don't really understand. Okay, you can explain it to them very well so that they understand it. Okay, once they see that you are explaining it to them confidently, okay, they'll begin to trust you. Okay, and once they begin to trust you, they'll start expecting your content and start devouring your content. Okay, so you need to show confidence. Show confidence by showing your expertise. Show your expertise by explaining things that seems problematic to them, concepts that seems too complex to them. You explain it to them in simpler terms. Okay, now another thing you can do is to show emotion. Okay, integrate emotion in your content. How do you instill this emotion? You can lead with storytelling. Okay, you can share stories about your products, how people are using your products to solve their problems, how this product is transforming their lives. I keep on emphasizing on this storytelling because it's very important. It's very important. Every day I see a lot of brands make the mistake of selling products. They sell their products. They just tell people, okay, buy this, buy that. This discount is expiring. This is expiring in so period and all. There is no storytelling. There is no story to show how people are using their products, how their product is changing, is transforming the lives of people. There's no story behind that. Okay, how do you expect people to take action when there is no proof that people are actually using your products? When there is no proof that your product is actually giving real results? Okay, people will not really give much attention to your offer. Okay, they don't really give much attention to offer. You need to lead to storytelling. You understand? You need to lead to. That's what I tell most of my clients. You need to in all your ad videos, you need to tell your ad. You need to do your videos in a way that tells the story of how your product is being used and how your product is transforming the lives of people. It's making things easier for people. So that if it's a software, tell your story, you act it, you transform it in a story, make it as a story, okay, on how the software is making life easier for people. Do you understand? So this is one of the ways you can trigger their emotion, okay, because they will because once you do that, they will see themselves in your story. Apart from stories, you can bring your personality to life. Okay, you can when you're talking about your content, you can sound inspiring, you can sound calm, you can sound warm, you can sound reassuring. Okay, these are things that kind of trigger their emotion. They would like to draw closer to you. Okay, so try to integrate emotion, bring in emotion into your content. Okay, now another thing you can do is call to action. Okay, bring in a call to action. You see, the reason why most content is not convert is because there's no call to action to their content. Okay, there's no call to action. They just create a content. They are trying to sell a product, but they just create a content and expect people to buy their product without guiding them on the next step. That call to action is to guide them on the next step on how they can get that offer. Do you understand me? So you need to put a call to action either at the middle of your video or at the end of your video. Okay, you put a call to action. Tell them what you need to do. You can say that in spoken words, or you can do that in written form. Okay, you put a call to action in your